Hello and welcome back to our channel. My name is Donna. On this channel we talk about homesteading in the city and share a ton of our family adventures. We also love to cook sourdough. Today I'm going to be making a sourdough discard biscuit recipe that I saw Mary make over on the Rose homestead, and it turned out phenomenal, so I want to share it with you guys. We aren't going to be using the mixer to start. We're going to be mixing this in a bowl, and then we're going to be letting it bulk ferment overnight, and then the next morning we're going to finish it off. To our bowl, we're going to add 2 cups of flour. I'm just using regular all-purpose flour. And we're going to be making this into a crumble with a 1/4 cup of olive oil. Ooh, I'm almost out of olive oil here. I think I'm totally out. Well, just barely a 1/4 cup. Perfect. To our crumble, we're going to be adding 1/2 cup of our sourdough starter. This sourdough, I would call it discard. I fed it this morning. So it was fed this morning, but it's now basically the evening here. So it is, I would consider it discard at this point. And I've been really trying to be conscientious about making sure that I'm not putting sourdough down my drains. Just making sure that I'm trying to clean out the dishes really good. Get all the sourdough out. And yeah, just not putting it down the drain so badly. I don't want to have a clog. I don't want to do that. So always be mindful with sourdough and with discard. Like, if you're not going to use the sourdough discard, don't throw it down the drain. You should just not do that. It should go in the garbage or the compost. Here in Canada we have green bins. See how the flour just gets all the sourdough out? So if you have sourdough stuck to your hands, just grabbing a little flour and rolling it, and it comes off really easy. Oh, and then to our crumble, we are also going to be adding 1/2 cup of oat milk. The original recipe uses almond milk, but I have oat milk on hand, and I tried it before and it turned out really lovely, so we're gonna do that. And then I'm just gonna go rub my hands off, get rid of the last little bit of sourdough on them. And I got a nice little lid. For this guy. It's been a little cooler out, so I'm gonna show you my fancy DIY cooler setup to keep this guy warm while he bulk ferments overnight. This is my fancy, sophisticated cooler setup. I got the cooler, and inside is a heating pad. And I'm just going to take my sourdough. Oh, this towel's a little wet. I think I'm gonna get a different one. Okay, I'm gonna take my sourdough, and I'm just gonna wrap a towel mostly on the bottom, so that way then the sourdough is not, and the dish is not touching the heating pad. Place it in. And then I have one more blanket to go on top, just to keep everything nice and toasty. Mostly because the lid isn't going to be perfectly shut. I have this here to protect my cord. Close it, turn it on. I usually keep it on like the 2nd or the 3rd setting, depending on how cold it is in my house. And this is my DIY proofing box. So this is the dough in the morning. I definitely probably had it a little warm in that setup, but now we are going to take it and we are going to do the next part. 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. You are doing a really good job. You got them all in the pan.